Good morning, YouTube. This is your boy, Steven. I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. I'm doing great. This morning, I wanted to talk really quick about why black men don't go to the doctor. This morning, I'm going to get a physical. I haven't had a physical in about 4 years. It might have been even longer than that. But I haven't been to the doctor, and now I'm a little up in age. I turned 31. Now I'll be 32 this year. I need a moment. It's been brought to my attention by my pastor that who is also a black man, that we need to take more responsibility about our health. You know what I'm saying? I'm a father of 3 very young children. I'm a husband, and I need to be healthy. I need to be here. I need to be around to take care. And in the rate of black men who die from high blood pressure and hypertension and all that is so ridiculous, and die from cancer and die from all these things because we don't go to the hospital. Obviously, women have a better ratio of going to the hospital because women have children, and women, have to get pap smears, and so women generally go to the hospital more than men. And men feel like, we get a little, well, I can't speak for all men, but at least when it comes to me, if I feel like a little twinge or a little sharp pain somewhere, I am not going to the doctor. I have an issue with the doctor, and the reason why I don't like going to the doctor, because I don't like hospitals. I don't like hospitals. I don't like doctors. My mother had sickle cell, and so all of my associations with the doctor or with the hospital is, when my mother would go into crisis. If anybody that knows anything about sickle cell patients, they go into what's called crises, and where they have to go be rushed into the emergency room, have to stay in the ICU for days and weeks and even months in time. And so all my associations with, and then obviously when I was 22, my mother went into the hospital due to a crisis and never came back. And so and then prior to that, she would go into the hospital, went to the emergency room, would be in ICU. And as a child, seeing that, it was always a fear, like, we in here, this could be, she could not come back, she's almost dying. My mother was close to death a lot of times when I was a kid. And so I always associate the hospital with fear and death. And so I hate going to the hospital. I never take my children to the hospital. If there's something going, like if my children get sick, them jokers got to be inches from death for me to take them to the emergency room. They could be throwing up. We just gonna watch them jokers. They could be running fevers. We gonna get them an ice bath. Like I'm a king of home remedy. We gonna find a home remedy. I'll look one up on Google before I go to the hospital. I just don't like hospitals. And so, but with all that, man, black men in general, we just need to do a better job, because the rate of death with black men is so ridiculous, even with, the transmission of STDs, with the whole download thing and HIV and because men, don't go to the doctor, and they're doing whatever they do, but then turn around and refuse to go to the doctor. Then they're transmitting things to their wives and transmitting things to all these other women, and it's crazy, so I mean, women get things, and then the women give it to the men, and the man don't never go to the doctor. Now he sleeping with 5 or 6, jump offs on the side, and now everybody got a bad report. So I just think that men, especially black men, need to take more responsibility. We do more risky. We have riskier behaviors. Obviously most, the ratio, but I don't know the stats, so I'm not gonna lie and say I do, but. Most black men that I know smoke and drink and, and have pretty risky behaviors, but we don't want to go to the doctor. So I'm trying to lead by example. I want to be here for as long as I can. And so due to my pastor's request or strong recommendation and my wife's, recommendation, I'm here at the doctor's office this morning, and I'm just going to get a full checkup. I want them to draw blood. I want them to check for, anything, STDs, and, check for cancer and X-ray and CAT scans, whatever you want to do. I'm here today for a full tune-up, and it's interesting how there is a level, you know, even now at 32, and I don't smoke and drink per se, and you know, but obviously I've had some risky behaviors, but even, you know, with my life not being that risky, there's a lot of anxiety. Like I'm really like scared a little. You know what I'm saying? Not scared, you know, but just like, dang, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. So that's what I'm here today. This is what today's video gonna be about. And so let's go.
It's so sweet. It's so sweet. So sweet. Damn Jesus. Just to take him at his word. Just to rest upon his promise. Just to know that safe.
When God speaks, it's like I'm ready to battle. The stakes out of Seattle. Fools be like cattle, so we round them up. Ice in the saddle when grabbing the reins. The only constant thing in life is constant change. Most heads can't hang cause they wasn't ready. Steady your head, study the word. Walk in the light of the sun's reflection off the canvas of light. Falling like night. If life is a cipher, the Christ is the right rhyme. And I'ma be the one to say verbally spray. Mental relate is so sweet. Knowing the Lord of all creation. Revolutionize your whole mentality. Christ is the life, what I am to MC. Bringing it fat B. I am is not me. Check your history. The deal is revealing the hidden mystery. Names like Alpha and Omega, and now for something deep. Just knowing his name is plain sweet. And now for something even deeper. Just saying his name is even sweeter than that.
Jesus,
Come on.
how I trust him o'er and over
again.
Lord,
Jesus. Say his name. Jesus. Precious Lord. Sing along. Tis so sweet.
It's so sweet to love my Lord. You can front, but you cannot afford to miss this chance. It's up to you. What you gonna do when God
Skip
comes
stones in a minefield. Swimming shark-infested waters, playing traffic and fist fight with professional boxers. Take a bullet for the cause just because. Because I trust his grace, his power, his justice, and his law. And he's all that I am, like water to a steamboat as I move across the nation.
Cab Medical in Latonia, Georgia. Walking in the parking lot. My heart is already racing. Look, I've had HIV tests before, and drawn blood before, and every time I have to do this, I've been feeling like I'm about to have a heart attack. Like I don't know. It's really anxiety. I came to this hospital because this might be the only hospital that I have not been to. I haven't been to there. Well, no, because I've been in this emergency room before for Maya. I came to this hospital because she was complaining about really, really bad cramps. Came up here. They sent us home. And then we found out that her doggone kidney or something was infected and was about to rupture. She had to be rushed into the hospital for emergency surgery. Every time we come to the hospital, it'd be a problem. So I don't like hospitals. Good morning. Good morning. 2:15. This is one of the reasons why I hate coming to the hospital. You gotta sit in this waiting room and listen to this mind-numbing elevator music. I'm not a very patient person, and I hate waiting. Therefore, I hate waiting rooms. And unfortunately, at the hospital, there's lots of them. Okay, so I'm here, I'm in the bathroom. I have to do the the urine sample thing. So they told me not to eat or drink anything for 48 hours. But somehow I got to fill up this cup with pee. I don't have to pee. This might be a potential problem.
And I think she already took the drape out for you to undress for your EKG.
Okay.
Yep. So you're just gonna undress from the waist up and put this on like a vest with the open part in the front.
Okay, from the waist up.
Mm-hmm. For your blood work today, did you want to get the STD check with you?
Yes.
All right, no problem.
Right.
We'll be in just a moment.
All right, you see, they got me in the vest joint. Just had my blood work drawn. That wasn't too bad. I've been in the military for 7 years. I'm not no stranger to a needle, so I ain't worried about that. This is the other reason why I don't like coming to the doctor, because they always put you in this weird paper outfit. What is this supposed to do? And then my third reason for not liking. What is this thing? I know they don't plan on inserting this nowhere. And then they got it next to the lube. What they lubing? What are we lubing? Hold on, wait a minute. We need to rethink this. Alright. I just finished on my vitals. Everything looks good. Heart rate and pulse and temperature and all that good stuff is normal. So now I'm just waiting on the doctor to run a few more tests and drew blood and took my pee. The doctor gonna come in, do some more tests, and did some little tests where they was strapping me up with little probes. Check something about with my heart, check that, said everything was good with that. Alright, well, I just got done, had everything done. They drew blood, did urine, did the turn and cough test. I didn't know they still did that. There gotta be a better way to check for hernias than that. Did the turn and cough check and did everything. So today's lesson, just go get checked, fellas. Let's do a better job in taking more responsibility with our own health. Let's be here to take care of our wives and be here and help raise our children. There's one black man who's trying to step up and take responsibility. I hate hospitals. I don't know if I've mentioned that before. But it's done. 24 hours, 48 hours, we'll know. I have all my test results back and we'll be good to go. I had a green light for the year. So there you go. Alright. No matter what happens, keep God first and everything else will fall into place. Until we meet again, be blessed.